On IGL. The company has completed 25 years of its incorporation, and in these 25 years, it has grown to be one of the largest CNG distribution companies of India. Kamal Kishore Chatiwal, who is the managing director at Indraprastha Gas, joins us now to discuss how the journey has been so far and what's next for them here onwards. Kamal, thanks a lot for joining in. Of course, you know, we tend to look back at the journey of the last 25 years, but I think your shareholders will want to know what do the next 20 years look like for the company, right? So tell us about the big growth triggers that you see and where do you see the big opportunities for IGL?
First of all, a very good morning to all your viewers. And I would also like to congratulate CNBC for completing 25 years.
Thank you.
And you're also in the 25th year, and it has, we have grown up, or rather seen your growth throughout these 25 years. And you have revolutionized the business reporting space. So we have done the same in the CGD space, that wherever you find that name of CGD or anything to do with CGD, so IGL is up above there. So having said that, in the last 25 years, the way we have grown the infrastructure and proof of concept, starting from a proof of concept phase in 97, 98, to today, where the model of Delhi and NCR is shown everywhere. In the regulators' government, they are proud of our achievement, IGL's achievement, and that is being showcased as a case, a big business case for CGDs around the country. Not only, also in the world also, that is being shown. That the way we have succeeded in Delhi, I'm sure since we have gone out of Delhi now, we will continue to do that. Okay. As far as the shareholders are concerned, the way we see the future. So one of the sectors which is in the prime right now and which can propel the growth of, or rather I should say, the share of...
I can't hear him.
Oopsie,
I think other sectors...
Yes, sir, go ahead. Go ahead. We lost you for a bit, but you're back with us, please.
Yeah, I think just like the fertilizer, there's stagnation there as far as the natural gas growth is concerned. Power is struggling to use this gas. So only sector that we see which can take India from 6% to 15% is the CGD sector, where we see tremendous possibilities, in the sense that now that after the 12th round of bidding, almost 100% India would be covered through allocation of geographical areas. So in that sense, and if you see the last 5 years growth, so from 1,400 odd stations to now more than 6,000 stations. So huge growth has been there. And the way the conversions are taking place in NCR, I can speak of Delhi, NCR, Noida, because here the commute is slightly more. So what we see is that around 25% growth in CNG, and when we were talking to Siam representative, and he informed us that the growth in CNG sector, as far as the vehicles is concerned, is around 45%. Whereas the other sectors are, the petrol versions are growing at 6 to 7%, but CNG segment is growing at 45%. In NCR, we see the conversions also at more than 16, 17,000 per month. So that's the number we are seeing. So we are confident. So one is that we continue to grow the infrastructure that we have created, not only in Delhi NCR, but outside Delhi NCR. And once the sector consolidates, so there will be more such opportunities, because companies like IGL and bigger companies like IGL, they can accelerate the pace of development of infrastructure.
Yes. Got it. All right. Good morning, sir. Yes. Good morning, sir. And, good to grow up together. As you said, 25 years hand in hand. It's been a good journey for both of us. And, you have broadly stated, how do you see things shaping up? Let's talk about the near term, though. FY24, you all were guiding that you'll hit an exit run rate of close to around 9 mmscmd. Are you on course for that? Point number one. And also your industrial PNG volumes for the past month, that is in November, I think there was some kind of softness over there. How are things shaping up post that?
So first is that we are confident of closing at around 9 million per day. because the station commission planned during the year, they get commissioned mostly in the third and fourth quarter. So as our stations get commissioned, because recently 4-5 stations we have commissioned recently, so those volumes will come up. We are confident of exiting the year at around 9. And as far as the second question is concerned, the industrial segment, yes, there was some price disadvantage, I would say, and you're aware that that is because of the taxation, because it is not in GST, so pass-through is not there. But we are recalibrating our pricing strategy around industrials. So with that, we plan to make it more competitive so that there are more. One of the positives that has come up in NCR has been the mandate of CAQM, where they have mandated even the DG sets used by individuals, other than the commercial, they are also being converted. So there we are seeing a huge growth. In addition to that, all the industrial clusters around Delhi NCR, say 150-kilometer radius of Delhi NCR, so that have been converted, that have been connected rather by IGL. So we were given a mandate of around 125, 130 industrial clusters. So we have completed that. So once people start, and there is a growing awareness about this fuel, so people, once they start converting, we are confident that this industry.
Right. I think, right. Mr. Kishore, thanks for that. Good morning, Prashant here. I have two questions, sir. One is just to kind of take off from what you said. I think the situation in terms of global gas prices, etc., was pretty different a year ago, year and a half ago. Now they are much more well-behaved. The winter in Western world, but I don't think we're seeing any sharp spikes, except the fact that recently, because of this Red Sea issue, we've seen some spikes come through. So I just want a quick sense of that. I mean, is that likely to impact? How is that likely to play out for you? That is one. And second, if you can talk to us about if you have any more clarity on the Delhi EV policy and the impact. Because last time, you'd said that the impact could be about in the range of 3 to 4% of volumes. Do you have a better sense now? Go on, sir.
Yes, sir. We have a better sense. Yes, you're right. The prices are more or less stable now. The spot prices are in the range of $11, $12 per MMBTU as of now. There was some impact of Red Sea. There was more on the crude side, and gas was slightly less impacted by that. Secondly, as far as the EV is concerned, we see that the reaction was, in my opinion, overstated. I mean, we had a very conversion rate. The way the people are converting to CNG is still robust, and only the DTC volumes we see that they are going down. But again, some of the volumes have gone up, and we have been able to not only maintain but increase our volumes in that. So we feel that going forward, there will be a space for CNG also in addition to EV. Because that is the natural transition we see, that once you have diesel, then you have a transition fuel, natural gas, and then you have the electric.
Correct. Can I ask you to specify, sir? Last time you had said the impact could be 3 to 4% of volumes. Will it be less than that now?
I think that with the increase in the passenger vehicle segment and other segments, the commercial segment, the impact could be even less than that.
Less than
we are increasing the volumes. The way we see that every month, our volumes are increasing.
Okay. In Delhi, I wanted to understand, Delhi is also focused on some other transportation segments for going electric, right? What can this mean for sales to, say, the buses segments, autos, personal four-wheelers, etc.?
You see, bus segment is 6 to 7% is DTC. So that we have factored in that going forward in another, say, 2 to 3 years, 4 years. So that is going to be electric. Because the way the pollution situation in Delhi, we see that playing out. But we are increasing our infrastructure in Delhi NCR region because we still see huge queues. And that is one of the factors that is deterring people from converting to CNG. So that problem, that issue, we will be going to address in the near term of 1 or 2 years.
Yes. So when you say increasing your infrastructure, can you just give us some details? What does this mean in terms of expansion plans? And is it only Delhi, or is there some other geographic expansion that you're looking at as well?
So Delhi NCR continues to grow, and we will continue to expand there. In addition to that, all the other GAs in UP, Rajasthan, Haryana, whatever we have, we are expanding the infrastructure also there. So that right now the perception about CNG is that there are huge queues and those issues are there. But at least in other GAs where we have land easily available and we can develop infrastructure fast, there we want to showcase that, you can easily go to any station and get it filled. So that will, I think, increase the conversion.
Right. And your capex plan that you had laid out, I think, was 1,500 crores, right? So no pullback out there.
No pullback out there. In fact, one of the other segments that we are looking at is the LNG segment. Right now, one of the challenge in using LNG in northern India, I feel, is that the transportation cost, because only either you take it from Dahej, Hazira or Dhamra, wherever you take it, is more than 200 to 300 kilometers. So transporting LNG through that distance requires a huge cost. So we have a thought that in case we can liquefy LNG lower than the transportation cost and below $3 per MMBTU, then that makes a business case for use of LNG in the commercial and heavy duty segment.
Okay.
In fact, we are setting up 3 to 4 LNG stations along the Golden Quadrilateral immediately, and going forward, that continues to be one of the areas that we will be working on.
Okay, all right. So that's another opportunity. I think a couple of brokerages have mentioned as well about that LNG opportunity. But the capex number, just to reconfirm, 1,400 crores, right, is what you've laid out.
14 to 1,500 crores would be there.
14 to
because in case
1,500.
the LNG pilots also come on stream and 2-3 projects of LNG are
Got
there.
it.
So that
Let's get a couple of more numbers, sir, since we have you with us. X of cab aggregators, your volume growth you had guided for FY25 was around 8-9%. You stick by that?
Yes, we stick by that. 9 to 10% growth will be there.
Okay. And finally, the EBITDA per unit, you have been in the vicinity of around 8.5 odd. You can hold on to that?
Yes. Yeah, above 8 is our target. So we'll be continuing to maintain above 8.
Above 8.
Recently, there was some, as you know, the APM allocation has gone down by 17%, but we are confident of maintaining 8 because we are bringing in some operational efficiencies. So with that, we will be able to maintain it.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, sir. Thanks so much for joining in on CNBC-TV18. Congratulations on the last 25 years and wishing you all the best, you and your team, for the next 25 years as well. And thanks for being a friend for the last 25 years.
Thank you. And on behalf of entire IGL team, I also wish you a very happy, or rather I would say you have completed the silver phase and now you'll be entering the golden phase of your
Lovely,
journey.
lovely. And Happy New Year, sir, to you. Thanks so much for that. Well,